Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Up the U's, the channel dedicated to my love and hopefully your love, all things Colchester United. Before we get into the video, please head over to our social media pages at Up the U's Official, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We're back at home this week, we're back in Essex, and we're back at the JCS. This was a game I think everyone was looking forward to, a real test for us. Notts County was sitting pretty at the top, having gone on an 8-game win streak from their opening day drubbing to Sutton United. But what follows, no one could have predicted. One thing that was clear to see from the get-go is that both teams were happy to pass the ball round in the defence, get the keeper involved and keep possession, and Luke Williams set his team up to do just that. Unfortunately, inside the first 10 minutes, Aidan Stone's pass is dispossessed by Noah Chilvers, who smashes it in from 25 yards out to give the U's a 1-0 lead. Last week inside 10 minutes we were 2-0 down, this week we're 1-0 up. Our defence had their work cut out for them. Hall, Mitchell and Egbo needed to be on their A game to keep out prolific goalscorer Macaulay Langstaff and also veteran David McGoldrick. And to be fair, they'd kept them quiet for a good period of the first half. But unfortunately, we fell asleep and a pinpoint pass is played into Langstaff, whose shot is saved well by Goodman down to his right. Unfortunately, the Notts County player is there just before Egbo to tap it into an empty net. Now, we are, like last week, going to go back and have a look at the freeze frame, and you can just see as the pass is being played into Langstaff, the whole defence is just not quite set up how it should be, which gives Langstaff just enough time to get his shot off, and the player gets there just ahead of Egbo. For the first 25 minutes of the first half, a lot of our play was concentrated down the left hand side. I believe that's because they had quite a small fullback there and Kazim could really attack him, but then we started to attack down the right, and Fevrier with some beautiful footwork gets inside the box and fires a shot goalwards. It does take a deflection off Richard Brindley, however if Brindley wasn't there, Davide was tapping it in. It was going on target, so for me it's a Fevrier goal, a goal he definitely deserves from his recent performances of late. Now I have to say I was very impressed with number 7 Crowley for Notts County. Puts a very nice ball into Langstaff, but Mitchell is there to head it away, and Colchester go on a little break of their own when Noah Chilvers plays the ball into Joe Taylor, who is tackled, and I'll be honest, the player won the ball there. You can even see from Taylor's reaction, he's annoyed that the foul was given. But up steps Arthur Reed with his left-footed shot straight into the top corner. I sit in the south stand and you could see that was going in from the minute it left his foot. How do you top that? Just wait and see. 3-1 up against the league leaders at half-time. Who would have thought that? And both managers at half-time would have had very similar team talks. Garner, inside the first 10 minutes, keep it tight, keep the 3-1. Williams, inside the first 10 minutes, get the goal, let's get this back on. And inside the first 3 minutes of the second half, that's exactly what happens. The centre-back goes straight to Shanksville, has a left-footed shot that was going out for a throw-in, but Langstaff is there to stick out his foot and tap it into the Colchester net. Again, we're going to freeze it just as the ball gets played in because there was a claim for offside, but you can see he's onside and he's all on his own again. Mitchell and Hall just couldn't keep up with him. 3-2. What a second half this is going to be. The referee really didn't like Samson Davide. Samson could have had his arm ripped off and the ref would have told him to get up and stop moaning. He plays the ball down line for Taylor to run in behind, and I have no idea what Baldwin was doing there. He lays it back to Brindley, but Taylor is there to capitalise on the error, get inside the box and lay it on a plate for Cameron McGeehan to get his first goal in a U shirt, a goal that has been coming. He's been getting into the exact same positions for the past 2 or 3 games now, and this time round you can see just as Taylor gets in the box, he looks across, sees him there and plays it to him. 2-3 weeks ago, Taylor would have took the shot and McGeehan would have been angry. This time, he gets his goal. I'm going to go on record here and say, fair play to Notts County. Not only did you have a never say die attitude on the pitch, your fans also had the same thing. You came down in your numbers and were very vocal and backed your team all game. And this goal was impeccable. That was the type of goal that your team needed to lift their spirits and get back into this game. There was a few people criticising that for this goal we were sitting far too deep, and at this point we're 4-2 up, so you could possibly see why we were sitting deeper. But Jody Jones does very well and picks out of that top corner. I even think with Sam Walker in goal, he still wasn't saving that. 4-3. We all know what's coming next. Jody Jones has scored arguably the goal of the game to bring Notts County back into the game, but Arthur Reed thinks, do you know what? I can top that. He gets the ball into Cameron McGeehan, who plays the ball out wide to Jaden February. Jaden thinks about taking on his man or trying to get a cross into Davide or Taylor, but he thinks again. He cuts back, a no-look pass into Arthur Reed, and what a goal. Jimmy Bullard, get the wheelie bins out, because that was top bins. I don't like moaning about referees. We all know the referees in this league are awful. McGeehan has already been booked for kicking the ball away, which, as we know with the new rules, you cannot do. You can't even ask the ref how long's left in the game because he'll probably book you for talking to him. But how the referee has not seen McGeehan just being blocked off by the county defender is an absolute joke. It's in front of him. You can even see here as we magnify it, the player just looks across, sees McGeehan making the run and just blocks him off. An absolute joke. With Colchester down to 10 men and 10 minutes added time, in the 92nd minute Notts County get their fourth. They cross the ball in and the Notts County defender throws himself on the floor. But the ball falls to Jody Jones, who does well, gets his cross in, and Langstaff is able to head it home to make it 5-4. Give the Notts County fans a little glimmer of hope, thinking that they can get back into it. However, the U's hold on and get their first home win of the season, a much deserved win for Ben Garner and for the boys. What a game this was. That was 90 minutes of end-to-end action. An amazing advertisement for League 2 football. Notts County had the better of us on possession and also on shots on goal. But at the end of the day, Colchester were the ones to come away with the 3 points. I don't think this will come as a surprise to anyone, but my man of the match for the game is Arthur Reed. Cameron McGeehan is now suspended for the next game, so Jay Mingy is going to come into the side. But Arthur Reed has looked phenomenal in the last few games. He should have scored against Crewe last week, but you can see from the stats on the side, 4 clearances and 4 recoveries, and he was never dispossessed of the ball. Arthur Reed is looking like such a key part into our midfield. Hopefully he can stay fit for the rest of the season. There was that little scare in the last home game against Mansfield where he went off the pitch with his arm in a sling, but that doesn't look like that stopped him. I just want to say a big thank you to the guys over at Notts County Talk for inviting me on Thursday night to discuss the fixture and also some key players to look out for. I'll leave a link down below to their page and to the video. Please do head over, give it a like and give it a watch. Taking a look at the league table now, and after that win we've moved up into 18th. One thing that I'm really liking the look of is the 0 goal difference. Our next game is against Newport County, the team directly above us. So if we can get a nice comfortable win and the results go our way, we could see ourselves moving up into 14th. And that's it this week. We'll be back next week when we discuss the Newport County and Morecambe games. But as always, please do head over to our social media pages at UpTheUsOfficial and don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, up the U's.